Hey everybody, today we have a GPS City exclusive first look at the Garmin nuvi 3597LMTHD. And today we're going to learn a little bit about getting your GPS set up for use for the very first time. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove the plastic film that comes on the screen of the GPS. You can just peel that right off, and then you're going to want to turn the GPS on. The first time you turn the GPS on, it is going to ask you for some information. This is only going to happen the very first time that you use the GPS. First thing it's going to want to know is where you're located, and you can select from this list by pressing either the down arrow or the up arrow. Here on this next screen, we're going to select a language, and we have English, Spanish, and Other. When we select Other, that's going to provide a much more extensive list from which we can choose a language. There are some features that are only available in certain languages, like voice command and spoken street names, so if something is not available in your language, make sure to check for updates on the Garmin website, garmin.com. Next, this warning is going to come up. We can agree to that. And here we are on the main screen, where we can select Where to or View Map. The very first thing that I want to do is set my home location, and I can do that by selecting Where to, and then selecting Go Home from the upper left-hand corner. This is going to give me three options. I can either enter an address, use my current location, or use a recently found point. This is the first time I'm using the GPS, so I'm not going to worry about a recently found point, and for right now I'm going to use my current location. I'll show you how to enter an address in just a second. Sometimes when you're on this screen, Use Current Location might be grayed out and you cannot select it. That happens when the GPS has not yet acquired satellites, so just give it a little bit of time and that option should become available to you. So that's all it takes to set your home location. We can check and make sure it's there by hitting Saved over here on the right, and the first one in that list is Home, 0 feet away because we're there right now. Next thing I want to do is set a location for work. This time I'm going to enter an address, so I'll hit Address. For the number, I'll put in 123, and for the street name, I'll put Main. And what that's going to do is generate a list of all of the 123 main streets that are close by, both 123 South Main Street, like the first one, 123 North Main Street, 123 East Main Street, so you don't have to worry about putting in north, south, east, or west. It's also going to display any other street names that are close by that just start with the word Main. So for this, I'm just going to select the very first one in that list, and I'm going to use that as my work location. If I press Routes, it's going to show me different ways I can get there, and if I hit Go, it's going to send me there, so I'll press that I in the middle. That'll display some information about that address. Again, I can hit Go in the lower right-hand corner if I want to go there, but I want to save this point. So I'm going to hit the three bars in the upper left-hand corner, and then I'll hit Save and give this location a name, and I'm going to call that Work. Work is added to saved places. So I want to go back and make sure that that has been added. So I'm going to hold down the arrow in the lower left-hand corner. That'll take me all the way back to the main screen. And now I'll go Where to, and then Saved again on the right. And there it is, Home on the first line, Work on the second. So that's about all it takes to get your GPS up and running for the first time. Once you've done that much, you can go ahead and enter in a different address you want to travel to, or select a point of interest from the database that comes preloaded on the GPS. So that is a GPS City exclusive first look at first-time use of the Garmin nuvi 3597 LMTHD.